Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sesil Jenkins, and this is William Starzz Womack.
That's me.
The hip-hop man. The hip-hop man.
Indeed.
So you have a couple of genres of music here. I may not seem as happy and upper-tempo as I would like to be today. That's because a great deal of things are on my mind. First and foremost, I am the protege and surrogate family member of Marvin Gaye, and most of you here in the Virginia area knows that. And of course, the founder of an act called Secil and Lujan. And unfortunately, we don't have Lujan on this call. He's still in Alabama, but we're trying to tie him into the conversation just the same. But we were putting together William Starzz, Womack, and GG2G Productions, and company as well as TBOC, which is the company that I am the president and chairman of, which is a 501c3.
Right.
And is TBOC stands for Take Back Our Children. And then there's a benefit concert tour that goes along with that. And we were set up to have a 2-day event here in Hampton Roads. Preferably the city of Norfolk is what we decided, being that I was born in the city of Norfolk, in the Compostela area. That's right, I'm a mellow fella from Compostela. And of course, the event was put together as a 2-day event prior, but we're going to get to discuss where it is today. And William Starzz and GG2G Productions is the project manager of the project. So we're going to let him start off and say a few things, and we will interchange with one another in regards to where we are when it comes to this event, which is a Motown Legacy event with the Take Back Our Children and GG2G to bring our children together and to discuss the gunshot murders that are happening throughout the world, not the country, but out the world. And I say that literally because TBOC is global. We're talked about, and the name itself is used overseas, and that's TBOC Barbados, TBOC Jamaica, TBOC Haiti, and 5 different countries in the country of Africa. So the name is universal, pretty much so, but our real focus is right here in Hampton Roads, the state of Virginia, all 7 cities. That number is significant. Matter of fact, it's part of my life. I moved to things by the number 7, and there were 7 of us as far as brothers and sisters in my immediate family. The name of number 7 follows me everywhere, and it's a spiritual number as well. So before I begin to talk too much, we're going to pass it over to William Starzz so he can bring us up to date when it comes to the event that we plan to have here, and that's already in motion.
Right. So big blessings to everybody. I am William Womack Jr., also globally known as William T. Starzz. I'm a Kingdom artist, national recording, Christian inspirational hip-hop artist, TV radio show host, and project manager for TBOC, along with the legendary Dr. Sesil Jenkins, the last protege of Marvin Gaye. We set out on this venture, TBOC, earlier this year to bring to Hampton Roads an opportunity to present them with an initiative that started on a global scale, but then being able to grab a lot of the worldly attention and bring something to Norfolk or the Hampton Roads area with significance, impact, and purpose. And that's why my company, or my brand, GG2G, partnered up with Dr. Secil and TBOC in Taking Back Our Children, so that we can leverage each other's resources to really break grassroots ground on the institution here locally in Virginia. I'm from Portsmouth, you from Norfolk. I actually had my first apartment in Compostela, so I got my grown man in Compostela, you know what I'm saying? But I'm from Portsmouth, born and raised, graduated Deep Creek, so a lot of people leave Virginia, and a lot of people say they don't come back. You are notorious, and your legacy says that you've come back year and time again, and I honor that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a veteran. I've been to war, and I've come back, and I ask God, after sending me out all over the world, you know what I'm saying, why bring me back home to feel like I had to start again? And it's because right here, where we're from, is where our impact and our power needs to generate from. And TBOC will help us identify those people amongst the community who are looking for a way out, for a resource, for a path, for a lane to be able to nurture those natural talents and gifts. And I believe that TBOC can embody that essence. So that's what brings us to where we are today, which is planning for having a major blowout Motown Gala event, which was actually the fundraising portion for the heart of the event, which is the TCC Norfolk Workshop, the Youth Music and Media Workshop. So for people who don't know, the initiative of TBOC is to build master studios for the youth. And we're talking about studios that embodies all the state-of-the-art recording equipment, but also globally renowned artists who have proven themselves throughout the industry to bring that mentorship and that entrepreneurship and all of those life skills and stories to an audience in TBOC where they can grow in their own gifts and then have the tools to learn and see what it really looks like. Right?
Accomplishing the dreams of children.
Absolutely.
And these master studios are very serious. We actually have an organization finding and searching for a building right now for Hampton Roads to, of course, establish the very first, TBOC initiative in a building here for the master studios. And it would teach kids about their dreams and how their dreams are reality. But its major focus is to try and cut back on the gunshot murders.
Absolutely.
And because the frequency of the music is what has created all of this. When hip hop first came into the arena, of course, Curtis Blow and Nas and all the cats, all the godfathers of rap came in with messages. You see, and of course it was about the arts as well. The arts of art, drawing and dance and so forth.
All of it.
But the major part of it was knowledge. And how knowledge was the key to taking our young people to another level.
Elevation.
As well as our people as a whole. And then it was taken away and applied something else in the space, which was gangster. And we know, even when it came to Marvin Gaye and other artists like Curtis Blow, and as Curtis Mayfield, even Teddy Pendergrass, Wake Up Everybody. So the knowledge was there in the 70s.
Correct.
When all of this was recorded. I was talking to Jay Lane earlier, and we were talking about Backstabber by the OJs. And Gamble and Huff writing such a prolific song. And so we're looking at all of that and looking at how music and the frequency of music is what have us in this danger zone that we're in with our children.
Correct.
We've seen it. It happens over and over again. Even last night there was a gunshot murder here in one of the restaurants or something here. How many people got shot, I don't know, but they said it was at least several people who got shot. I don't know the exact number. But then we think about Old Dominion University, and right there on the campus of the school where our children are. The Norfolk State University losing a young man to gunshot murders. It's just all over everywhere. So we're not in this position just because it is something to do.
Facts.
You see, it is facts, and it is an energy from William and myself and everyone involved with this genre to do something about our children. You know, that's the major focus here. Is what can we do and how can we bring a togetherness of all 7 cities? Because we have 7 cities here. The murders are happening every day in the news media in one city or another, and nobody's doing anything. It's like I've heard people say to me, when we get to that point. What do you mean when we get to that point? We're already there.
Right.
So what do we do?
And I'll say this, a lot of purpose or reasoning behind people not doing anything, Dr. Sesil, is they don't really know what to do. Because artists that have the voice loud enough to do anything, that's who's not doing anything. And the people who are doing anything, they find themselves running into situations where their voice isn't loud enough. It's mute. People not taking them serious because of the positions that they're in. People can tell them there's nothing else we can do, and just because they don't want to get any further involved. And the people down the ladder have to deal with that. That's why when you're put into a position to be a leader or to be an artist or to be the face of any genre or brand or anything, it comes with the responsibility of being heard. So we're at the place where we're heard all over the world. So what are we doing with that same platform? We can't worry about what they're doing. What are we doing? Just like what you said. And what we're doing is TBOC. Let's take back our children. And that's why we have the TCC Youth Music and Media Workshop, to show the public, to show the investors, the partners, the people, what it looks and feel like to have a TBOC style institute that is in your area, that is going to, again, embody your gifts, right? Give children an alternate route to violence and hanging out, so on and so forth. Giving them the opportunity to build entrepreneurship, learn the business from where they are, rather than having to go into a business only to be torn down just to learn all the rules, the ins and outs, what to do's and what not to do's. We're trying to create a bridge that will help the children and the people, period, get to their goals and purposes without having to be drugged through so much of what the industry and what the world has to offer. You know what I'm saying? Because the world's going to draw to your light. So on April 11th, we're going to put on display the light of TBOC in the workshop on Granby Street, the Roper Theater, right? The Roper Hall, right? Which you are alumni of TCC.
I am alumni of
TCC. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And, you know, I like to say that Dr. Sesil got a set of autographed drums in the music hall, right?
Yeah.
Right next to the grand piano.
Yes.
And man, so your legacy's already there. I'm coming up to help bring more visibility to TBOC, to TCC as a community college, because it is at a level where a lot of people get missed at, right?
Right.
Me, just my upbringing, I've always been the type of person to bring the underdogs into victory. That's just always been my glow. You know what I'm saying? So me seeing TBOC, to me, is like, all right, you know, this old iron lamp need a little polish on it. You know what I'm saying? Let me shine it up, because it's a jewel. Don't nobody know about it. Because TCC, like I told them in the meeting, majority of the great businessmen and women out of Hampton Roads area got their start at TCC. But once they go on, they go into the fraternities and the U.S. black colleges, and so on and so forth. And TCC just kind of becomes this mountain that people jump off of. Yeah. But what TCC actually is, it is a insert into an atmosphere that is the college life. And many people aren't afforded the opportunity to go to college. And TCC helps so many people in the lower income communities attend college. That's important to me.
Yeah, sure. Most children, at-risk children, are able to attend the community colleges. And then when you think about it, it's community. Just that word alone, which is what we're involved in now. We're in the community, and we're trying to get everyone to focus in on our children right now.
Correct.
That's where we are with this whole project. And the major factor is, how can we do it?
Right.
This event was a 2-day event that we had scheduled. And I was very shocked and surprised to know that the ticket sales were adequate.
Right.
Not even adequate, to be honest. That was the fundraising part of the event.
Correct.
The black tie dinner.
Correct.
To invite all of the elite people in the area, and we had people coming from all over.
Right.
From New York, from Washington D.C., from Baltimore, Maryland. Mm-hmm. We had people coming to this area.
Correct.
We didn't focus only on the locals.
Correct.
You see, we wanted the locals to be there, but knowing how difficult it is sometimes to support.
Right.
And some may say that the amount of money that was asked might not have been something they could measure with.
Right.
And we made major adjustments even in that area.
Absolutely.
To make certain that they could do so, because we wanted the businesses to be involved in the black tie red carpet affair.
Correct.
Where they would have an opportunity with the magazines that we have.
Right.
And would you like to expound
Absolutely.
on that a little bit?
So the whole purpose why we created the sponsorship VIP tables was to give the local brands and partners, potential sponsors, an opportunity to shine as a light that helped TBOC launch. We designed a VIP sponsorship ad with the TBOC magazine, half-page ad in the magazine. That the magazine will feature some of the great artists that's going to be featured in the concert, some of the great speakers that's in the concert. But it's a nationally distributed magazine. It's going to go out internationally via press release. People will be able to download the magazine and so on and so forth. On top of that, we are connected with a lot of local and global radio stations. So being able to help elevate our local brands, our local partners and sponsors in support of the TBOC, in return, we shine that same light back on supporting our sponsors. Mm-hmm. And we come to these common goals where their business is growing and they're helping the vision that's TBOC grow. So, when I pitched it to my team, I originally said this isn't a, walk out into the street and say I got tickets type of environment, right? We're trying to connect with business partners. We're trying to connect with entrepreneurs and organizations who have an aligned vision to help take back our children. And every dollar that was coming in was considered going to the 501c charitable organization to make these big events happen. Right, we was trying to collect the money or raise the money to be able to support the gala, to be able to support some of the major friends that you have and the friends that I have throughout the industry to come in and be a part of the experience.
And all of them were taking a less amount of money. I mean, you can't imagine the type of deals that we have on the table for all of them to come in.
Absolutely.
And Iris Gordy was coming in.
Absolutely.
And Iris was the vice president of Motown for some time.
Absolutely.
And of course, some personal things happened to whereas at last minute we couldn't bring Iris in.
Right.
But however, she was willing to give her everything to be a part of this.
Amen.
And then we had Preston Glass, a prolific songwriter for many years. He wrote music for the Jacksons,
Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin,
Earth,
Wind and Fire.
Earth, Wind and Fire. You can go on. Michael Walden, and there's so many more who wanted to come in and talk with the children and gave his love and said that it wasn't about the money.
Correct.
It's about just helping the children. The main ingredients.
Right.
With my man Tyrone over there in DeFrance, who was the son of the Duke of Earl. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Himself.
Right.
So and so we had all these people. Then can't forget Bo Henderson.
Correct.
Bo Henderson, who was a lead singer for the Temptations, mm-hmm. lead singer for Lakeside, mm-hmm. lead singer for the Stylistics, mm-hmm. and even the Dramatics, mm-hmm. who's decided to go out and be a solo artist today. But all these people and artists were coming in so that they could be a part of this event to take back our children.
Indeed.
You see? And that's why it's so disappointing to know that the ticket sales were not adequate enough for us to do the things that we were doing. We even went as far as, at last minute, of course, as our surprise artist was going to be, Lisa Ray.
Right.
And so, but now, that's right, the movie star Lisa Ray, to bring her in to the area as an ambassador, of course. Her and Iris would have been ambassadors.
Correct.
To come in for TBOC and help motivate everybody in Hampton Roads because of the gunshot murders that are taking place here. And I'm a victim, just like you are a victim of this same issue. A cousin of mine was murdered right on Granby Street in the TCC college campus area, where I used to attend every day, as I was also one of the founders of the Nova and the Backstage Cafe.
Right.
You see, having people who were all a part of all that. So we put out all the stops to try to make it happen, and we got an awful lot of promises.
We got an awful lot.
And people, when they're in front of you, there are an awful lot of promises, and we know that already. You see, but because of it being for our children, we expected more of a respectful conversation.
Indeed.
Because if you could not, then one should have said that they could not. Because this is for the children.
Indeed.
It's not us putting together something to go out to make money with. You see, all the numbers proved one thing to you and I.
Right.
We weren't going to walk away with a dime. But
Be's that way sometimes.
Exactly. But we're here for that purpose.
Absolutely.
And we do have universities and seed schools and others available that we have to approach and involve with. But again, I'm from Hampton Roads. This is not a new thing for me.
Right.
Each of you out there know it. Yes, my cousin Sesil Jenkins was murdered on Granby Street. I had 3 nephews that were shot over in Berkeley. They're still with us, but with gunshot wounds that'll last them for a lifetime. But I've always worked with our youth in this area. You see, even when it came to the dream of our youth, when I took so many to the Virginia General Assembly here, you see, and of them was William Salam and Missy Elliott and quite a few others. And then I was all over the news media here just last year talking about and calling names of various artists from the market who I was thinking maybe would come to the table and support our children. What do we have to do? If you're not going to do it, somebody has to.
Indeed.
These murders have to decease immediately.
So what we're doing our part. We are hosting the TCC Norfolk Granby Street Entrance Music Hall to take back our children music and media youth workshop, April the 11th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to be having a great presentation that's going to be there. Live performance presentation on audio recording and videography, and talking about the entrepreneurship side of things and the business side of things, and how artists can become grassroots to major independent artists just by knowledge. And you was talking about the knowledge being taken out of music. The knowledge is taken out of artists when they sign deals. The management want to do everything for them so that there's control, right? Not all managers, but some managers are known for wanting to have control. So learning what you're getting into as a child or as a young artist or as a young adult that's never been in the music business at all, TBOC teaches the grand scale of excellence of Motown originals all the way down to community artists that's never touched a microphone before.
All of Motown music taught people.
Word, artist development.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Artist development as well. And everything, the wardrobe part of it.
Word.
You know, all the things that Motown did were first and foremost the life of African American people. It showed the world that we were of the most intelligent and intellectual individuals in the entire globe here. Sure. That's what it showed the world. Sure. And still is showing the world today. Because the music is even hotter today than it was yesterday.
Facts, because they got a William T. Starzz today, they ain't had them yesterday.
That's very true. You know, but what we're saying to each of you out there, if you're watching this, either be a part of the success or simply move out of the way. If you cannot be a part of the success of our children by monetarily and by donating to this, by all means, refer it to others who can. I don't like to fool myself or live a lie. I just can't. But I want to say to you, seriously, in order for anything to work, you must have money. Now, some just want the money for themselves. Our initiative is not for ourselves, it's for our children. And some of us out there, you're going to look at this only if it happens in your family. Once it happens to your child, or happen to a family member or a close friend's situation, then you're ready to want to get involved. Well, we should nip it now.
Absolutely.
Not later.
How I like to say it is we should be proactive, not reactive.
Exactly.
All right. And like I said, we invite you all to come out, go to Eventbrite TBOC, Eventbrite /TBOC. Take Back Our Children. You can RSVP for the youth workshop. It's free to the community. Just go over to Eventbrite. You can register your child or adult to attend the youth workshop. Also, go to the social media pages. Look at TBOC on Facebook. Go to my page at William Womack Jr., at William T. Starzz on all social media. Check out Dr. Sesil's page, Sesil Jenkins on Facebook. And just look for the TBOC logo. You'll see a lot of screaming children in the logo because we are working on the bottom and streets, the community, the basketball courts, all the way up to the major record labels, and even in the UN, we are discussing and having conversations about Take Back Our Children. So this is a global initiative. We brought it to Virginia, Hampton Roads first because that's where we're from, and eventually we'll bring it back. But right now we got DC lined up. We got University of we got going down Baltimore, Maryland,
yeah.
Florida, and a lot of other places.
Las Vegas.
So y'all keep
Los
it locked,
Angeles.
man. We locked in. TBOC, we taking back our children, and we yelling GG 2G. Let's give glory to God. That's why we doing it.
One last thing here. These breakout rooms that we're having available at the weekend on the 11th at TCC College. These breakout rooms will feature various things: mental illness, financial, just all areas of life for our children. So the adults can come, and we prefer for you to come and be with your child. And it's just, we're applauding you now because we know you're going to be there. Thank you.
Thank you.